Prince Andrew beamed today as he walked in front and center alongside Princess Anne and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson to attend the Easter Sunday service at Windsor. The Duke of York put on a brave face at St. George Chapel just days before the release of the Netflix film scoop that will delve into the royal's car crash Newsnight interview regarding his relationship to pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Shortly after their arrival, King Charles, who is currently undergoing treatment for cancer, arrived by car alongside his wife Queen Camilla, marking his most significant public appearance since his diagnosis. The monarch, 75, appeared in a good mood, greeting well-wishers in a bid to allay the public's fears following a turbulent few weeks that saw the Princess of Wales, 42, also diagnosed with cancer. In recent weeks, the realities of having a slimmed-down monarchy have been laid bare. The king paused his public-facing duties in February, while Kate also stepped back due to her abdominal surgery and subsequent diagnosis. Prince William is also taking some time away from the royal spotlight as he spends time with his wife and 3 children privately at their country home Amner Hall, where they will close off from the world and move on. Today's event proved to onlookers that the Duke of York is well and truly back in the royal fold and will no longer shy away from the public limelight at a time where fewer senior royals are on hand. It marks an extraordinary turn around just 2 years after his late mother Queen Elizabeth banned him from royal duties and stripped him of his HRH as well as military titles. The extraordinary move came after Andrew settled a sexual assault case filed against him by Virginia Giuffre, a sex slave victim of Andrew's close friend Epstein. Today Prince Andrew was seen chuckling alongside his family members as they shook hands and spoke to the clergy. It comes just days before the new Netflix film will rehash what is widely considered the most disastrous interview in royal history, where Emily Maitlis grilled the Duke on the sex allegations made against him by Mrs. Giuffre. The film, which stars Rufus Sewell as the Duke of York and Gillian Anderson as Ms. Maitlis, will be released on Friday and is set to bring yet another headache to King Charles as continues his battle with cancer. It will also bring Andrew's bombshell interview, where he failed to apologize for his friendship with Epstein, to a new audience of millions of people around the world. Scoop will show the moment the Queen's son naively declared that went well didn't it after the interview and how he joked about meeting Epstein in New York. The King and his son Prince William were said at the time to be instrumental in the Queen's decision to strip him of all military titles and patronage. However, as seen today, the Duke has most recently been welcomed back into the royal spotlight. Royal biographer and investigative journalist Tom Bauer believes Scoop should remind the King that he must stop any attempt by his brother to get back to public life. He said, "To save the royal family from more horrendous damage, King Charles will finally need to order Prince Andrew to permanently stay out of public view." Senior officials also need to tell Andrew the truth. He is a serious liability and cannot be trusted or rescued. Unless King Charles firmly grasps this nettle, it can only get worse. The Duke's appearance today, which would have been unheard of 2 years ago, comes just weeks after the Duke walked the royal family into Windsor Castle for a service of thanksgiving for the late King Constantine of Greece. King Charles had been unable to attend the event as he continues to battle with cancer, while Prince William had to duck out of the service last minute for personal reasons. It was later revealed that the heir had suddenly dropped out of the service as Kate had started her course of preventative chemotherapy, described as a recovery pathway. Queen Camilla took the reins at the event but arrived separately, leading Queen Elizabeth's second-born son to step forward and lead the more minor royals, such as Princess Anne, her daughter Zara and husband Mike Tyndall, into the service. And in another incredible turn of events, his ex-wife was once again by his side as they marched into St. George Chapel, followed by their daughter Beatrice. Biographer and royal expert Phil Dampier told Mail Online earlier this month that Andrew had seized his chance and still clearly hopes he can make a full comeback, with Fergie close behind. He said, "We have been reminded of the fragility of the situation, and Andrew will probably be encouraged to think he can one day make some sort of comeback, although it's not likely for at least a year or two, if ever." Andrew's appearance at the late Greek monarch's memorial marked the first time he had been seen at a public event since the Christmas Day service at Sandringham. It came almost 2 years to the day that his settlement with Ms. Giuffre was disclosed, estimated to be worth around £12 million, $16. $3 million. The move spared him having to give evidence under oath at any trial in the U.S., and there were claims that the Queen helped him pay for it.